yeah, so I got her, and I thought to myself, well, let's just see how these dolls tick. So she is a porcelain hand, porcelain face, porcelain legs on a cloth body. So I will. I'll probably, yeah, I'll probably maybe take her apart and put her together again. I just can't understand how this works, but I'll figure it out. And I might get her a new wig, and I'm probably gonna get her some new eyes too, because she looks a bit deathly. So at the moment, I don't like this doll at all. She's missing eyelash. I don't like this doll, but I think that my aim with this doll is to make her so nice that I do love her. So that's my aim with this doll. Oh, and I also bought her at the same time. Oops, Little Doll. Little Doll, just to see how Little Doll is put together. So Little Doll is properly jointed with strings. So I thought, well, I'll have to buy you to see how you tick. But she's different because she's not a cloth body. She's all ceramic body, ceramic face, hands, and feet. So little girl is cute, Heidi. So yeah, she's cute. So the grandmother down the road and I went 1 week. This is all happening, week to week adventures. I took her down to that store because she hadn't been there for ages, and she saw this doll, and she said, "Oh my God, I need to buy you this doll." And I was like, "No, you don't understand. I don't want those kind of dolls. I want articulated live dolls." But I couldn't say this, of course. So I was like, "Oh, thank you. You're very kind." So she was $8. And she took her, she paid for it, and she goes, "There you go, I bought you a present." And I was like, "Oh, what am I going to do with you? Molly Dolly." So this is Molly. I don't know what I'm going to do with Molly. I love her because Rayma got her for me, but I don't want to be collecting this big a doll and this delicate a doll. At the same time, I saw this girl on the same day, the same time. She was sitting behind this girl. So when they took her off the shelf, I saw her. And the minute I looked at her face, I said, "Alice, hi. You have to come home with me." So I have fallen in love with Alice. And Alice's eyes, I think, need to be adjusted a tick closer looking. She looks like she's looking off to the side, and I need her to look in a bit more. This eye especially. There's not enough white. There's more white on the inside than there is on the outside. But apparently, this doll is really hard to get into. You can see already she's falling apart. So I thought, oh, just take it apart and clean it up and unzip her dress and whatever. But then a friend of mine was saying, whoa, she's factory made. Look, she's got this. She goes, "This is going to be so hard for you to get into. And once you've gotten into it, you won't be able to put it back together. What are you doing, Amira?" And I said, "I don't know." So, can I live with Alice the way she is? That is the question. I don't know. At the moment, Alice and her friend Molly are just sitting in a bag in my closet. So that was that adventure. And then every once in a while, I do go back to that store, the Salvation Army thrift store, and I just see these little things. So one day, I found Mulan. Mulan is my favorite Disney character, or I guess Disney princess. And yeah, she was $2. So Mulan needs to go to the salon to make her hair pretty flowy, Japanese soft. So pleased that I have Mulan. She is a bit, needs to be. She's a bit dirty and yucky, and I don't like her body. I may, and her makeup's like all smudged, and or she's got lipstick on her, or she just needs to be retouched. But Milan is mine. She's beautiful. She's a sensible girl. And then another time, I came across this adorable cutie pie. I don't even know what she is. She was 75 cents. She is a cheeky, chibi, adorable little baby who sits on my work desk here, and every time I look at her, she makes me smile. So I love her. She is adorbs. So cute. Then I hop back onto eBay. I have an obsession with eBay. And I saw this doll who I won for $3 in an auction. And when she arrived, I was like, oh my god, she's adorable! This is a La-Di-Da doll, which is the same manufacturer, so Spin Master manufacturers. After they discontinued the Live dolls in 2012, they made this line of doll, the La-Di-Da dolls, and they come in like, I don't know, a bee, a watermelon, whatever. So she's cute. She has very slim body, and she just has one bend in the knee. But she is cute. I am toying with the idea of making her into anime. I'm waiting, I'm going to wait until I'm really good at anime eyes. I'm kind of okay at them right now, but this has to be pretty awesome because she's already pretty good looking. So, yeah, she has to be pretty awesome for me to change her. Yeah. So, then 3 weeks ago, I came across ta-da, Prince Charming. He was at the other Salvation Army store, and of course, I had to have him only because he's got beautiful real hair that I can run my fingers through. Articulated only here, not here, which is really bad. I mean, even my action man is articulated here, and he sits like nicely, versus Charmin, who just sits like this. But doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's okay. We still love him. He's Prince Charming. So Char, apparently, the girls are calling him Char. Yeah, he's very delicate. And these two don't get along very well at all. So then, also 2 weeks ago, I broke down, and I bought my very first Monster High doll. Oh no, I did it. Yes, I did. And so far, everything here has been secondhand. I have not paid full price for anything. But this is Cleo de Nile. She is, as normal, the most normal of the Monster High dolls that was there. Cleo de Nile, because I'm Egyptian, to get Cleo de Nile. In denial. I really like her. I was interested in their bodies, so they are articulated and their arms come off, which I just pulled off here. Here we go. Yeah. So their arms come off here, and then back on. She's very delicate, like very small waist, articulated here. yeah. So she's very pretty. I think she's very pretty. I'm toying with the idea of removing this gaudy color. Also, not sure if I will be removing her makeup. We'll see. And then, last week, oh my goodness, I opened my front door and I saw a big shipment of dolls that my friend, this is just 2 of them. I think I ended up with 15. My friend just rescued all these dolls, all these Barbie dolls, and she put them in a bag from Queensland, and she just sent them to me. My goodness, who does that? That's just so... I'm still in awe of you, Donna. So, yes. Now, what am I going to do with these dolls? I really don't know. But I like her. She's pretty. She's very different. Her hair is a nice texture, which needs to be washed and whatever. But I find her very, I don't know, her skin tone is nice. Her face is even a little bit nice. So I like this one. Now I got tangled. I don't know what her name is. Rapunzel, maybe. She's also cute. She's the only one in that group that had one point of articulation, which was her knees. But then, as I looked at all these dolls, I thought, a lot of people are wiping makeup and putting on different makeup, but not a lot of people are removing these eyes and putting in acrylic eyes. So, I grabbed a few of these dolls and I wiped off their makeups. So you've just got this plain face. This was a Barbie, like the teen, I think it's called a Barbie teen. Mattel, or from Mattel. Maybe she's not, but she's from Mattel. And she was a teen, but her body was like damaged, like it had been chewed on and not so good. So I pulled her off her body, and I pulled this one off her body, and I thought, what if I tried to cut out the eyes and place acrylic eyes here, so that the dolls did not look like this, but the dolls looked like the Live dolls. And maybe, so what I did was I pulled out eyes. So I pulled the eyes out of this one to see how big the cavity needs to be. And this is my first attempt, so it's still a bit rocky. So she was easy. I just dipped her in boiling hot water and then popped her eyes out, but she has, I don't know if you can see, she's got a mechanism on the inside where it holds the acrylic eyes when you pop them in. So once you pop them in, it goes straight in, click, and it's in. Whereas once you get the eye in through here, it's then lolling around in there. So I've put blue tack around and tried, you gotta get a tool that goes in and, like one of those forceps kind of. And I'm struggling at the moment. I'm still trying to make it work. So, but a couple of times I saw it come to the surface, and she really looked pretty. So I thought, what I can do? I'm gonna order some more eyes. All these dolls that Donna sent, all these Barbie dolls that, are in great shape, that are not eaten and dented, and, that I can clean up, that I can make their hair so pretty, face up, and sell them on as, recycled or upcycled dolls by Amira and Oz. So that's my process. That's the way I'm thinking. And then, so yes, that's all. That's all. That's everything out. And I feel a lot better. So, thank you for listening to my rabbiting on about dolls.